Nobody give a fuck. Every nigga from Chicago ain't hard, nigga. Every nigga from LA ain't hard, nigga. Give a fuck you riding off the city, nigga. There's a bunch of fuckers out there like there's fuckers out here, nigga. I give a fuck about none of that. But I'm one of them ones, though.
That's who we over there stuck it off.
Is we gonna meet or not, nigga? Okay.
Heard of death row to get treated like boot camp.
We meet today, right? I get on the free for 3 hours a minute. Yeah, okay. Coward ass nigga, that's what I'm talking.
Coward ass nigga, that's what I'm talking.
Oh, you don't want to come out here and play that game. Coward ass nigga, that's what I thought.
The common denominator.
That nigga talk about you said you the boogie nigga.
Hey, dude, we power ass nigga, that's what I thought. You was a power, you can run that thing. You was a power, blood.
Let's get to the common denominator of the bullshit that got all this bullshit going on.
Oh my God.
Hey, he's running with a niggas his height and his size. I got that face for you. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. He running with that. He go to this bitch ass. Now his cronies is passing him out. Bitch ass. Fuck. You know you're just running with you. Oh man, they down bad on the other side of Northern. Now, if the video is.
Damn, who bumping on wax like that? What the fuck?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Alright, that's cool, bro.
Look, on that phone, he ain't even no limit. He false flag. Who is this nigga, man? Your homies don't know you.
If it's not up in 72 hours,
We gonna call Cat. Fuck you mean then what? It ain't rocket scientists.
They take his cyberspace. It's crazy.
Hey, Wack, I got a question for you.
Nigga, they trademarked this company. Y'all see that shit?
What is
Down to the conversation.
like, you know, what is your motive with this?
Cash Jones.
All right, cool. Moving on to Chuck and Go. What is your
Took his shit.
you know, how y'all gonna get y'all shit back?
Give me that. Power is mine.
They gonna do it by sucking each other's
He
dick.
don't got
Ah, he be clowning this nigga, bro.
He really clowned himself. They make it easy.
Niggas got fired on your day up.
Mic on her. Go ahead,
They got fired on this day off. Nigga took his company.
It's not yet registered in the system. You can do a quick search on the USPTO. And if you want to get from under this or get above him, then you can also file a counter application. It will only cost you $250.
Niggas is giving them legal advice on that.
Check to see.
I used to get a nigga advice, bro.
He can't pay for his knee surgery.
Hey, bro, what you don't understand? Hey,
Okay, knee surgery.
the reason why it cost me. That's why it cost me.
Nigga got bad knees.
Took the 30-day shit that he
Right, shit.
when you pay to have this shit expedited, it gets you through there. That's why I'm telling you I know what it's gonna get.
Okay.
When she's looking, I'm telling you it's not there yet.
Okay, so
today it'll be there.
okay, so Chanel, mommy. So you saying Chuck and them didn't never own it?
No one has ever owned it. There's
Nobody
nothing
did.
in the
Oh,
system
okay.
that shows
Nobody.
Cheeseburger. Hey, Chuck, you ass nigga, Chuck.
Hey, that's a fact. I heard that, but get your bust ass off the stage right now.
Nobody never heard it, bro.
Nah, So look, right? Chuck, hey, Chuck, man, that's bad business, Chuck. So right now, hold on, I know, but listen. Hey, but listen, hold on, listen. So right now, I'm giving Wack the benefit of the doubt because you was slacking on your business. Why y'all keep bringing this bitch Demi on my stage?
So let's stop that real quick.
But listen, I'm giving you the benefit of.
So this nigga is not a businessman. He ain't even from. Hey, please stop bringing him up. This nigga is not a businessman. He ain't even got his shit trademarked. CS2 back seen the opening and went in and bamboozled the nigga about his company, right? He had all of these followers on Clubhouse. In fact, he gave Gotti a Clubhouse room. Gotti gang. he helping people, they steal all his moderators from him, Tink, R&B. I mean, it was just a plethora of moderators that were just taken away from him. Like, poor leadership. He's not a businessman at all. They just told him, Cairo and them just told him he is not no limit. He's out here false flagging on the internet, nigga. This nigga not a mo? Who said that this nigga's a mo? Besides his lying ass.
He's a Joe Smo.
Listen, bro, that nigga is the death of the cloud chaser is the biggest cloud chaser on the YouTube, and he fit buying fake subs and views and shit. Nigga, where your plaque at, nigga? Yo, cloud chasing ass would have been showed that off. You would have showed it to your daddy, you bitch ass nigga. Let's get back into it.
Damu Kiwe. The motherfucking Damu says Chuck ain't doing his proper business. He ain't own this shit.
Own it. I told you he didn't own it, man. That's why nigga, he just said the other day, 3 years, nigga, 25 million, 3. Okay.
He don't need no atlas.
Get out here, come on. Nah,
Yeah.
It ain't even about Chuck. I'm gonna be real. It ain't about Chuck, but Ghost big.
Oh, he talking bad about Ghost.
I told Chuck, Chuck, you know, we be hollering.
Another Cleasy guzzler.
Alright. So I don't listen, y'all. And we in the trenches, we go off of fact. The nigga said 72 hours, but I don't think the nigga be lying. It ain't nothing but a little bit of money. I don't think the nigga.
Hey, listen, it ain't even about Chuck. I'm gonna be real. It ain't about Chuck, but Ghost big. Oh, it's Ghost. I don't know this nigga. He always was his mouth. I told Chuck, Chuck, you know, we be hollering. On what? Right?
Alright. So I don't listen, y'all. And we in the trenches, we go off of fact. The nigga said 72 hours, but I don't think the nigga be lying. It ain't nothing but a little bit of money. I don't think the nigga be lying. That's what I'm just saying. Like the nigga shouldn't be lying, but Ghost and Chuck, you can file a counter application to get your shit back.
All the time, these niggas done had 10 fucking rooms of Jim Jones being a rat with no paper.
How he gonna get it back if he ain't
So Ghost is over there politicking up with the lawyers and shit with Cheeseburger Chuck, Bad Luck Chuck, and he's over there calling out CS2 back when he ran had 050 China run fake paperwork on Jim Jones.
Now he's over there holding his nuts.
Yeah, now you over there sucking this man soft. Man, this nigga's nasty work. Let's go. Hot times, time. We the same niggas, bro.
Look.
The most he can do, he been making money off it. The most he can do is call a poor man's patent. Like
Poor man's patent. Who is these niggas lawyers?
That don't work when I deal directly with lawyers in the patent office.
Yeah, but he would have to take you to court and just have to say, try to go to court.
Bro, I got that for a write-off.
Try to go to court.
Hi.
What's that on your PTR? What's that on your PTR, what?
That's the .com.
They say the
He
nigga
didn't
ain't
even
own
own
that.
that. The nigga didn't even own his .com levels.
Where you went to that?
Niggas say he didn't even own his .com.
He got tied up.
At least I got active Chuck.com.
Just talk a little more.
You said $300, that's $8 for this.
Look at Imam. Damn, Imam.
Y'all niggas came here and he said,
Imam, you was a smart, dumb nigga. Even back then, your love for Cheeseburger Chuck, your loyalty got in the way of your reasoning, my nigga. Let's go.
that's the .com, nigga. Shut up.
No,
Listen.
$300 on the .com. I know it's
No, he did it.
Hey, bro, listen to me. Chuck know his shit was tied up. You have to go buy that shit with stuff. You gotta pay them one fee, right? What they got it for is what you gonna see. What I have to pay them to get it from them is a whole nother thing. But that right there, y'all see what that
Chuck E. Cheeseburger Chuck.
Yeah.
Jamu Keyway count.
You're a bitch.
Hey, Wack, I got a question, Wack. I got a question for you.
Alex said he's a bitch.
So this is
Every time Alex come up,
be bow down, be humble, whatever. You said you gonna give it back to him. Do you accept payment plans?
Nah, I might give that shit to love. Some oxygen shit off. Yeah, we'll take it.
Damn, nigga, get your oxygen off.
We'll take it. I fuck with Ghost and Chuck and we can work something out. Give me the Oxford website. You checked that to the last week. You gave me that game. So you get Oxford. Oh, so you using his game against him? Yeah, for sure. All day. He's a boss. So look. This is I learned something new every day.
That's how they treated this nigga growing up in Illinois.
Ask the nigga if he gave you that game, yo. You gave him that game, Chuck? This is spooky.
Hey, get them on the 300 shares. We're gonna cut the shit back on, man. Shut them motherfuckers around, man.
He text me the link to the auction site. Hey, Chuck, why you quiet, Chuck?
goddamn, Ghost, you done fucked it up.
You got the stuff?
Yeah, I got it. Where's the money, man? I want to see the money.
No. You don't see the money till I see the stuff. For God's sake, there's only one way to put an end to this nuisance. He's wearing a wire! What? You suck.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, no, I'm talking about calls about you. Yeah, about what you want on this. Alright. Nigga, you know we don't fuck with no limit anyway. That ain't cool what you see on this line, nigga. Nigga, I say what the fuck I say. You better be cool what you see on this line, no limit shit. No, hey, what? Hey, what? Yeah, I knew that was a joke. Okay, 78 DH, nigga. YBC, PH, no limit, nigga. My name Chuck, nigga.
It's not no limit, blood.
Hey, bro, you ain't promoting that, blood.
Yo, all good for y'all for this That nigga stated his whole shit. Nigga said you was not no limit, blood. Ultimate David Bell. Backing that bitch ass nigga out.
Hey, let them know, though, the One Patrol gonna check you, bro. Trust me, bro. Be there. The One Patrol gonna check Let me plug this shit. What that nigga said, okay, cool. That nigga's a better, though.
That nigga gonna get the last supper on your ass.
You no rude boy, right?
No.
You ain't no limit. Get the fuck on, nigga.
You don't know his own Chicago.
That's it. Yo, that nigga Big Chuck is no limit. Yo, Gaddafi, Big Chuck no limit.
God had texted determined that was a
Hey, Chuck, you ain't got to worry about God, people. I just did my background check on that.
Hey, you hear that goofy ass nigga?
Man, on Stonewall, you ain't got to worry about
I just told him, like, man, the months ago, all that your goofy ass, what's wrong with
Big
you?
Chuck, no limit.
Look, bro, they in there like, what that mean? That nigga
Don't worry about it.
That nigga say, oh, this post, the nigga said, purple, they like, right. Hey, Crookie, they literally was in that bitch for 5 minutes trying to figure out what it means.
You say you 78 gates.
Yes, sir.
You're a crackhead, bro.
I just told you.
They said that nigga's a crackhead.
It's gonna happen to you the same thing your artist would.
I didn't know that nigga was smoking, working all ass up there. CS2 back is feeding all these dope fiend niggas habits.
No, nigga, with you not, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? He ain't have no answers for that, though, did he, bro?
He done interfere with your brand. He done interfere with your brand and public platform, bro. Who knows how much money you lost because of what he just did? Hey, bro, you might just came up.
I did just come up, bro.
You just came up and hit the lottery, family.
God, he just fucked up for the whole shit.
Here it comes, bro. Here it comes.
Wack praying on his people. He praying on his people. He co-and-tell. I ain't never seen him. I ain't got no problem with no white people. He ain't never done that to none of them.
You getting feedback? You got G-Mo?
That's co-and-tell.
Oh, smoke that.
When you gonna come at some of the enemy like that?
I mean, maybe you be telling your people, but they don't act like you don't know different. I fed you information like you fed me information. The fuck? I don't know why you scared to tell these niggas it's under you, nigga. You ain't never fed me no information, Chuck.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh,
Chuck.
to the people who don't know. He's trying to pull that shit with me like I didn't know. Fuck is wrong?
Like he didn't know, so he admitted that he knows. Chuck had been running plays like he acting like he was with us the whole time, collaborating with us the whole time. I know that Wack is CS2 back. We can do it on my channel. I got more viewers. I said, I'm going to register it anyway, so yeah, let's do that. We collaborated. And now you over there with a federal confidential source. Imam, you made the video, Death to the Cloud Chaser. Another cloud chaser. I'm 100% sure that Wack is back. Now you niggas over there running false narratives, but we'll get to that too. But these niggas down bad.
What you do? Like, nigga, this ain't my first business, nigga. I own multiple businesses. That's why I'm able to move like I move, nigga. I ain't worked a job in a decade, nigga. Only been on YouTube for 3 years. Go to what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? So you just invited yourself to a fucking trick bag, nigga. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you, nigga. It ain't 40 Glock, goofy. Stop the cow.
No rules. He said he gonna buy your brand. Buy them for Cloud Chaser?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is the recap. Whacking his line ass like he always do, you know, normal cap shit he do every other day. He ran over there to his room and acted like he was buying Chuck's brand and all this shit, lied to his team, let them be under the impression that he was buying Chuck's brand and all this sort of bullshit. But it's all.
He called CS2 back a liar. This ghost calls him a liar, and then he tells a bold-faced lie. Nigga, we can go to USPTO right now, nigga. Y'all both got application. They move first on their application, and that shit is active. Let's go.
A cap. It's the deluxe. Everything is cap. None of that shit is real.
These niggas ain't got no credibility, bro. Running plays, lying.
He tell us all the time he ain't never had shit. So like he was like, we always been happy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know me from my neighborhood. I've been happy.
No, they just said.
We've been around them our whole life, man. We know them, man, for real. Like, you got no limit, blood.
Even when I was 12, 13 years old, you know? So the thing is, it's like this though, bro. Niggas like him, they gonna always put up this facade. Cause they always want to be like niggas like me. You know?
Okay.
Who wants to be like Cheeseburger? Not me.
So they wait. So my thing to you, Chuck. Is besides the YouTube, do you have any proof of ownership of Death for the Cloud Chaser? No, that was a question. Yeah, I said, hey, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you, Pat. Yeah, I said, absolutely, I do. But just what I'm saying, though, like, at the end of the day, bro, you can't, like, the reason with the WWF situation, the only way they could have won that copyright is they was already doing business in that name, bro. That's the
Well, let me tell you something right there, you dumbass nigga, and this is how you got your bust ass by the cojones. Oh, you ain't got none. But this is how he gets you. Because you agreed to do business with his ass and run content, sucking his dick,
because R&B is the one that sketched out the Death of the Clout Chasers insignia and logo. So this is how he's going to win because he found it before you. He was doing business with that. Y'all talked about what y'all was going to do, and he's going to have you like that as an employee for your company for the rest of your life. Let's go.
Key component. If you don't have that key component, it's a no-go for you, bro. With the federal government, it's a fact.
Hey, so let me explain something. This big thing, you know, I'll keep it a book with you. If you do not,
hey, we got Imam, the smart dumb nigga in here. He said, Channel Black, I made you famous with one video. Don't trip, I got more. Nigga, that wasn't my first million video. Nigga, I did 2.2 on Hit Your Brandon. Nigga, then sue YouTube. Fuck you mean you made me famous? Nigga, I got famous doing music and business, nigga. Let's go.
all death of a cloud chaser in media, somebody can take it. You got to own it in media.
Can go to court. Own it in all variables.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
That nigga ain't never get no business in Delta Cloud Chaser. I don't know what variable he might have said.
Guys, go.
But it's still
You in the
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm about to go on the gym, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had a business partner. And hey dog, I'll tell you what though, bro, I'm gonna pass on your shit tomorrow. And I'm gonna see you can't fix that. Well, the only reason why you can't buy my shit because no. I'm at well.
You're in the matrix, Chuck. You're in the matrix. You're in the matrix, Chuck.
The only reason
hold on.
Yeah. The only reason why I'm saying he can't buy my shit, because when you go look at my shit, he's gonna say, I own it. Hey bro, it's different variables of the way you can own it. So like I said, I can go back variable tomorrow. Let me see if you can get back. Well, when you go do the name search and look for my shit. Oh, it doesn't matter about that. You don't understand it. If you knew trademark, you would know it. You gotta get trademark these variables from fucking merch to down to the podcasting, down to the kitchen, everything, bro. That's all I'm telling y'all. Chuck, you do know who you're talking to right now, right?
Sure.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you a question.
We arguing with Doggy Daniel.
Chuck, I'm telling you.
Because another nigga that took his shit.
I ain't telling you. I just tell you. What happened?
Yeah, just listen, Chuck.
It can happen, bro.
He don't own
And Stack know what I'm talking about. Hey, bro, I'm not listening to that shit because that's not how the United States has
You can't handle the truth.
It's not how it works. Okay.
bro.
So I don't know.
That nigga shit out. All fucked up.
Nigga don't got no money. You gotta fight for what's going on, bro. Of course it's gonna get. What I'm saying to you, Chuck, I had a business that I was a part of. Legally.
Nah.
Legally.
That's a damn lie, man.
Legally. And somebody was still able to.
You blinded by loyalty to cheeseburger shop.
No, God, please, no. Because listen, bro, for one, in order for you to even get a copyright, right? Or
We said trademark.
You have to prove that you've been doing business with that name, bro. What are you talking about?
You got it on your channel, dummy.
How the fuck you don't know that? That's it. When you so look, let me ask you one thing though, bro. With that being said, the reason, hey look, bro, the reason that I'm a little aggressive because I just want people to understand this part into both of you guys, right? I know you would be pissed. But listen though, bro. Trust me, bro. You cannot wake up on the wrong side of the bed and do that, bro. It's impossible because even when you apply for a trademark, even if nobody else own it, bro, you gotta show proof that you're doing business in it and that you fucking own it.
Chuck, you telling me you never fed me no information, Chuck?
Oh,
For real, like, look, all bullshit to the side, bro. Because this be weird, because it's like, who you scared of?
People got names, right? They got different variables. A lot of times, trademark for each one of them things.
Copyright's different from a trademark. Stupid.
LLC, that's not protecting the name of the business.
In a way, it is protected because
No, it's not.
y'all don't listen, bro. I'm about to tell you how, bro.
That nigga is illegal.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you what the fuck is going on, nigga. Just because you did business, nigga, you probably don't know this information. So I'm telling you what's going on. If she was already doing Nene Incorporated in food, nigga, and she applied for the motherfucking shit before they did, bro, they automatically declined it as. Or it is a situation
Sound like a
where
square.
you don't even have to apply, bro. They do simple Google searches. You do know that, right? And they find out if this
They
name
only
is
mine in the chat.
and that's how you get the knife for your patent, bro.
Thought he was a man of his
There's a
paper.
lot of motherfuckers who get the knife for their patent, and you just can't go on the motherfucking website and say, yeah, I'm Okie Doke Incorporated. The fuck? Okie Doke owns fucking Okie Doke cakes. It's a no-go.
Yeah, that's what
What
they
up,
said.
kiddo?
What you say, you said somebody said something about Maggie.
Oh yeah, the nigga Chuck said Chuck told the nigga in the room that Chuck was gonna holler at him, but everybody say Chicago don't fuck with him like that. Nigga big Chuck.
He Chuck.
Fuck out of here. He pop, the nigga pop like what is that the homie from my dish shop? The G-Herbo? What's that? What's that? He popped No Limit and then said, what do you think? Something was gonna holler.
Hey, look, I'm finna go get a real number.
Yeah, go get it. Let's see what's up with this nigga Chuck.
Oh, the fake fight. Hey, yeah. Hold on.
This is fake.
Did you see the fake fight? He met up with what you call him? Oh man. The nigga, the cop chasing nigga. Good morning. Good evening, Miss Pookie. Hey, y'all. Stan G. Give this cow chasing ass some clout today. Both of them niggas is goofies. These niggas link up acting like they gonna fade. Oh man, that shit was like kindergarten kids where you gotta push them and all that. Look at this shit. Big old soft Care Bear ass nigga.
The nigga pop like what is that the homie from my dish shop? The G-Herbo? What's that? What's that? He popped No Limit and then said, what do you think? Something was gonna holler.
Hey, look, I'm finna go get a real number.
Yeah, go get it. Let's see what's up with this nigga Chuck.
Look at the fight. The so-called fight. This is Clubhouse nigga in real life.
This is face right here.
Yeah. That's a cartoon, bro. That's him, bro.
That ain't real.
Okay, bro.
I gotta see a real bitch.
Yeah, Chuck, like you ain't got a real picture.
What's your Instagram? Yeah, you ain't got no Instagram.
You got all that YouTube shit going on. Come on, this shit, you know.
Only got one shit I play, bro. On God, bro. Like, I just talked, look, bro. I was just talking to your uncle like 3 days, 4 days ago. Oh, God, you like, bro.
Hey, but you ain't got no Instagram, that bro?
My shit definitely cloud chasing right now. My show, my name.
Hey, look. If y'all
That nigga got pictures of himself in his phone, bro. Come on, my nigga. We all got
Hey, Chuck, just take a picture with your profile.
Got me cute.
Hey, take me to the good, bring me right up, then I see my profile.
My PTR kinky real quick. Facebook. This PTR.
You ain't even got no picture. You on your
PTR.
That's like a blog.
That's what he is, a blogger, bro. Now he got one picture.
He's a blogger. Chicago niggas say he's a blogger.
That's you with these dreads right here?
That's him.
He say you possess. Man, he said he don't do it. Man, hell.
That's why these niggas always worry about real street niggas.
I see your picture, but I'm not picturing on shit.
Hey, bro, you know me?
They didn't never make the cut.
What happened?
That nigga some
You
fake.
feel me, bro?
Hey, listen, I'm telling you what happened. Look at his profile. Look, I've been Like that kiddo.
Hey, Cairo, look, he told back. He's no limit. Yeah. The no limit's gonna do some bags or two or some shit. I mean, I just like to tell that man that, bro. Hey, hold on. Look at this
Stop that, bro. Hey, kiddo, I ain't even know you that type.
Hey, let them know, though, the one patrol gonna check you, bro. Trust me, bro. Leave that. The one patrol gonna check you. Let me plug this shit. That nigga said the one patrol. That nigga's a friend, bro.
That nigga gotta get the last supper on your ass.
Oh, God, that ain't how that shit happened.
That is how that went.
No, hell no, nigga. I was talking to somebody else, nigga.
They
Not
don't get
even
a
you.
call for the mattress room, nigga.
Bro, you been talking to me.
I don't know what that is, nigga.
You see the fuck out of the fuck, man.
I ain't gonna lie, whoever Cairo is, that nigga turned all the way down.
Hey, Cairo,
Cairo, nigga.
Hey, Cairo, no more.
I ain't seen his ass in a minute.
You ain't had that energy though, like the rest of these niggas.
one mic, club. Hey, Cairo, you see that picture you took?
Well, I see him already. I don't know you, bro.
You don't know you, bro.
Nah, we was looking at that crypto chicky shit. He ain't looking at you.
I just went on your Instagram. I don't know you, bro.
They ain't got no bloggers in their hood.
They said they ain't got no bloggers in they
Man, that's crazy.
But look, this nigga said, so Chuck a lie about being no limit. That's a real big problem in Chicago. Yeah, their politics is real serious out there, false flagging. They said ain't no bloggers from No Limit, but so they would know that. I'm quite sure if there's a rapper from there or a blogger that's got 150,000 subs, they would know about it or heard about it. You not even online, bro. Stop false flagging. This shit nasty work.
Cairo. It's on his PTR.
Buster. Oh, Buster.
Hey, who is my uncle you said time about though?
I even live next door to your uncle, bro.
Where's my uncle? Where's my uncle?
Say it up, bro.
Where? What crib you live in?
7750.
I live in 7750 what? 7750 villas. Man, they not never did no more.
No, bro, I live in bro. But hey, Cairo,
so you just said you live next door to him.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It's my address, 7750. Hey, bro, it's all good, Cairo, but I literally live next door.
Hey,
bro,
no bullshit. Our bullshit to stand up for. They not is.
Send it to me. Looks good to me.
You on the half block, bro?
You never was living next to him. If you saying you live next to him,
I live on the second floor, bro.
We never live no right there. Never in our life.
All right, bro.
Nigga lying.
Tweaking, bro. If you just live in the hood, folks, and just say that, just say that, folks. Don't say you know nothing, though.
I'm definitely No Limit.
Nigga, check that nigga and said if you just stayed in the hood, first you lying about being No Limit and living next door to his uncle. And then he said we ain't never lived there. Then he checked the nigga and tell the nigga, if you just lived in the hood, say that, but don't say that you No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga getting checked on his own podcast. They're all gonna laugh at you.
Are we laughing right now?
Well, it's niggas
Oh, look, Chris.
It's niggas that claim.
Hey, this nigga's whole voice changed. Hey, Chuck, what's up?
Hey, bro, this all good. Y'all don't gotta say
Hey, look if you gonna recap this.
Hey, nah. Hey, Chuck, why you getting mad at us?
We talking about this shit. You brought up X1 said that shit.
We fuck with Chuck.
They said where you from. Of course, nigga, I'm from where I'm from.
I'm saying, who lied on you though? When you speak, put the name on the story. Who lied on
Yeah,
you?
the nigga Wack told you or some shit, right?
All right, so how lied?
I ain't say you lied. You said Wack told you. That's how you got it, bro. But that ain't how I was coming. You feel me?
We just got the business clear, Wack. That's all. Like, I mean, Chuck, ain't nothing personal. Chuck. I don't want 888 gang.
It's all good, bro. Oh,
yeah, it's all good. You false flagging.
Don't sound like it.
Mesmerized by the gangster slide.
I've been out of town.
What takes the stand?
Bruh.
Hey, salute that fan of the content. Salute. Damn.
Dr. Keyway Conversations.
That nigga cheeseburger Chuck is down bad, bro. This false flagging got exposed on his platform. Niggas calling him a bitch, lying about living next door to this man's family, right? Got his mods took it, got his company took it, and that nigga over there with the Golden Leaf Battle Award, my nigga. I'm just saying, this shit.
Oh,
yeah.
The company made you a professional dick holder, made you a dominatrix puppet. You know what I'm saying? Because he got you bending over, using whips and chains. He got you doing any and everything for your name, homie. You just looking like a super goofball at this point. You looking like a professional prostitute at this point, and there's really nothing you could do but just wait it out. But you got to ride yeet till you do it. So, you know.
Well, yeah, this is definitely the rise and fall of the clout chaser. Big cheeseburger Chuck, bad luck Chuck, death of the clout chaser. Well, let me put DOTCC because legally CS2 back make him have to put DOTCC now.
You know what that remind me of, dudes?
Yeah.
When Prince's name was changed to the symbol because they owned his name, so he couldn't use Prince and he used the symbol. This remind me of that because this goofy goober had to change his motherfucking whole name to DOTTC or CC. Whatever. It don't matter if I'm corrected, miss. It doesn't matter. He's a goofy and he's very illiterate and his business is not business. He's basically holding balls to get his shit back. So yeah, bro, you look like a dumbass.
Super dumb. But you're correct, bro. Prince did that for the rights of those who own intellectual property, specifically his own, because they were trying to undervalue him. Obviously, you talking about my favorite artist of all time, bro. The biggest selling soundtrack until Whitney Houston broke that with Purple Rain. So doing the music and film thing, that definitely resonated with me and influenced what I got going on today.
Real is it fake? Damn, that's
so
real
definitely
goofy
like
shit.
that.
I don't know what the fuck. That shit seem real goofy, man. You think it's real, man? What, he get bullied out the company like a goofy, and then he back over there, pure D sucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and for them niggas over there, it's like, dude, I will die for views.
They'll die for views.
Bro, them niggas is sick. I had to put that out there, bro. That's how them niggas, bro, is sick. But yeah, man, let's get to the content. Conversations.
They talking about, it's a shout out District 13. We gonna run they shit. Wack and after the Cloud Chasers had a lot to say about Damu Keyway Conversations. Please chime in. Go subscribe to District. Monetize.
That's bad for him.
Yeah, not to mention he do defamation every fucking day.
But the bigger shit is the theft by deception and forgery of federal documents.
This nigga said the big thing is the theft of the deception. This is their legal team over there. Now, bro, we
clown. Listen to who's giving these niggas legal advice. Deception. What the fuck is this?
Death by deception.
Every fucking day.
But the bigger shit is the theft by deception and forgery of federal documents.
So theft by deception and forgery of federal documents.
Dudes, real quick. Yeah. Forgery is signing names and putting names on things that don't belong. So remember that these niggas, they said, I signed some contracts, right? Never touched a contract. But
no, he's not talking about that. They're saying the dude wanted to say defamation of character. But he don't know what he's talking about. So he said deception or some shit.
Right, but no, I was just giving an expounding on what forgery is. And I was just giving an example of what, that's 100%, you're 100% right. Them niggas is very illiterate, especially when it comes to legalities and understanding that.
Why is this nigga that's false flagging, the nigga that get marked out and bamboozled out of his company, even have a voice to be talking about our politics or even law when you niggas dumb as a sack of bricks? So we gonna get into something real quick. So essentially what they trying to say is that I forged the CS2 back onto the wiretap transcripts.
Correct.
I got that from Mark Stevens, but you don't gotta believe me that the paperwork says CS2 back. That you can believe that Juice Seals put it out. But y'all all said y'all believe Greg Caden. Let me play this real quick, man.
Please do.
Put this shit to rest real quick. Greg Caden talking to Scandalous. Shout out my boy Scandalous Los Angeles TV. He got him. First, Wack tried to deny that he wasn't CS2 back, and that's when he first brought Caden on. So when Scandalous interviewed Greg Caden admits that is Wack. And that's the only time he got caught up in a Main Street case trying to call Mark Stevens to talk to Deldo. So now we know, and he agreed that Cash Jones is the person on the wiretap. So then he moved his position and said, no, that nigga forged CS2 back on the documents, right? Well, here it go right here. Can you see it, y'all?
Let's pull it up. Evidently, they can't see it. They can't see the truth is in their face.
Well, shit, he said the paperwork, he confirms the paperwork says CS2 back. He's telling Scandalous that. Let's go.
Studderbar.
Billionaires and big corporations should pay their fair share in taxes, right? So why is Trump promising his rich friends more tax cuts?
You're rich as hell. Did he give you tax cuts?
Under Kamala Harris's plan, no one making less than $400,000 will pay a penny more in taxes. Plus, first-time homebuyers get $25,000 and families with newborns get $6,000.
I will always put the middle class and working families first. I know where I came from.
Airport Dad reserved his Uber ride months in advance. Now they're just in time to be 5 hours.
That goofy got bamboozled out of his company. Got bullied out of his company. Then he was on there talking about he no limit and all this, but they were trying to say he ain't even that strong. What's up? That's weird. I don't know what to think. They were talking about something else. I'm just play this at the end of the minute, man.
Work. But I want you to hear what Greg says right after he said Wack was not in the Main Street case at all.
There was no mention of cash in the Main Street case. There was no mention of cash in the Main Street case other than when he's trying to get a hold of Mark Stevens in order to tell him that the box has been compromised.
So the paperwork that I exposed is a caller calling Mark Stevens trying to get in contact with Dale Dog to say the box went sour and that the phones was compromised, right? That's the paperwork I released. This man is just saying the only time Wack got involved with the Main Street case was on this call, right? So now we know this is Wack on the call that they're referring to the CS2 back. Well, how do you know that the paperwork say CS2 back? We'll let the detective tell you.
Yeah, and that's what the wiretap transcript said, CS2 back
or Wack was calling Del Dog to do. Not Del Dog, but Mark Stevens.
See what you just did though?
Yeah, I said Del Dog.
You said CS2 Wack. It doesn't say that, does it?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it say CS2 back?
Yes, it
Doesn't the paperwork say CS2 back?
Yes.
So I'm saying, y'all saying Do Sims then altered this shit. That's where you're gonna sue him for forgery of documents. Right here, you got Greg Cadence saying and confirming that the paperwork with WAC 100 is on the phone says CS2 back. Let me play that.
You just did that?
Yeah, I said Del Dog.
You said CS2 Wack. It doesn't say that, does it?
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it say CS2 back?
Yes, it says CS2 back.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't it say CS2 back? So you could go tell them people that you roll with whatever you want. You and I know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? So then he got these dumb niggas that don't even understand law, intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is slow. But this nigga said, sue for some shit. I said, damn, this nigga don't even know what the fuck he talking about. And he got a voice. See, that nigga dumb. Where that nigga from? Let's go.
Fake paperwork.
You seen that before, some fire guy?
Fake paperwork. That's
you seen that play out, or you seen that shit like that before?
Nah, I ain't never seen no shit like
What's
that.
the
That's
word?
thirsty. He was thirsty for some bread.
No, you see somebody get in trouble or like that.
Yeah,
you saying some federal crime type shit.
You can't get in trouble for that.
That's crazy, yeah.
10 years, and then the theft by deception is a choice. If you trying to sue for X amount of money, nigga, theft by deception, he'll have to automatically pay 10 times the amount that he stole back in restitution. Can't do that.
So in theory, Wack can go get back 20 bands for.
In theory, Wack can sue him right now for theft of deception.
That's crazy. I know that.
Yeah, and it's a crime. You can go to jail for deception.
This nigga Deuce want to be a Lifetime movie so bad.
See, that's why these niggas be so jealous, right? Niggas know I'm doing my documentary and all that. This nigga Deuce want to be a movie so bad. Be a movie, nigga. You feel that my life is a motion picture, nigga. Nigga, you admire this gangster shit, nigga. Niggas that stand on business. You ain't never stood on nothing over here false flagging and shit. Let's get back to the content. We gonna get into the Yael lawsuit. Let's go.
Diamond Key-Way conversation.
That nigga encouraging Yael to do the same thing he's doing.
Yeah, that's the making of a man TV, Yael.
Oh, that's making of a boy right there?
Rich Dollar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wack can talk to y'all about it. Wack in here, right?
Miles Kevin.
How often?
Yo, bottom line is, okay, y'all remember when I showed y'all the shit? When I filed the lawsuit on World Star?
Yeah.
Right? And my attorney sent the original write-up, the original shit, and they had Big U name in there. And I responded, I said, take Big U name out of there. I don't sue no street niggas. I deal with them niggas on the street. I'm going after the company, right? Nigga, Yael is suing for $50,000 because he got his ass whooped on the show. Straight buster shit.
But he signed the waiver though.
I'm gonna go to Trenches News. He talking about this OTF Vonnie and DD taking away for Lil Durk. Few other topics, but there's Trenches News. Subscribe to Trenches News, man. I know he took the stand. He a rap, but he be bringing out content. He be put me on tone with that Chicago.
Follow me at Trenches News 3837. Yo, it's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods. If you ain't following them, you can follow their ads at the end of the video. Remember, if you got anything extra, food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. I don't care how much money you say you got or think you got. Mother Nature could come and destroy it, and now you ain't got nothing, man. So make sure you get back. With that being said, let's say the kids, the women, the elderly, neutrons, and the civilians, happy Friday to everybody. Make sure y'all safe out there, man. It get hectic on the weekends, man. The police, they can't save nobody. So just make sure you safe. Keep your head on the swivel. We got 3 stories. We talking about. We talking about Lil Durk. We talking about Lil Durk. We talking about Young Thug. And we talking about the old Block 5, the motion that they putting in for acquittal. You know, so we're going to talk about all that. So make sure y'all smash that like button so this video can get around. If you got any sites, social sites, make sure you send a video to it. All right, y'all. We're going to start off with Young Thug first. Welcome home to Young Thug. Welcome home. Young Thug, he went to trial, long trial he went to and fought and end up copping out at the end. End up copping out, you know what I'm talking about, before the trial was over with, before he was found guilty. He got a good deal to me. He got a good deal to me because he's free. A lot of people looking at it like, man, I wouldn't have took no time and none of that. You know, hey, but he copped out. He back home with his kids. He back home reunited, you know, to get money and all that, man. So, you know, I hope he stay out of jail. But 15 years on probation, man. I know a lot of people who got that 20-year probation shit, all that, like out of towns do it. And man, when you mess up, bro, you go up in there. And you got to do the whole thing, bros, most of the times, bro. So, I don't know. He just got to stay out of trouble, though. He got to use his head for more than a hair rack. Stay away from gang members. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, they did him a favor by telling him he can't go back to Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about. That was a favor that they did for him, I think. You know, he don't need to be around there. He don't need to be around nowhere. He need to fly out somewhere where nobody at. Not even California, where nobody at, man, and start his life over. You know? But yeah, Young Thug is free. Brian Steele did a hell of a job. But for y'all to be talking about Lil Durk, and we finna get into Lil Durk. Y'all saying Lil Durk need Brian Steele. No, Lil Durk need more than Brian Steele. In fact, Lil Durk needs, actually, I thought about it all around the board. He needs OTF Diddy to say he did what he did on his own. He need Diddy to say that wasn't Durk. That wasn't Durk on the phone. That phone might be associated to Durk, but that wasn't Durk. That'll clear Durk right there. He could be one of the ones that cleared Durk. Vonnie, he got to say that Durk ain't know what he was doing, man, because Durk was going to do a podcast in California. If that's the case, you know, you can't be biased when you talk about story. I'm a journalist. I report stories. I'm a blogger, news reporter, whatever you want to call me. So I got to think all around the board. I know a lot of people want me to be choosing and picking sides on one side. If you ask me, he done. But you got to think about reality, money, and everything else. He need Von, who was on the plane with him, Bonnie, to say that Durk didn't know what he was going to do when they flew on that plane. He didn't know nothing about that Quando, Rondo, or none of that. He need to say that to the government. You know what I'm talking about? And that might ease a little pain. Now, as far as him buying masses and shit with the money and buying guns and payments and all that, hey, he got to say Lil Durk ain't know about it. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, man, you think they don't want to know about it? It's going to be the same excuse Yo Gotti going to use against Chuck now. Hey, look, he got a card that he make business moves for me. I don't know what he do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Chuck did. I don't know what Diddy them doing and everything. Like they handle business. They handle charity money. They handle all type of shit. Because if you gave them a card, then they responsible. But long as they taking a hit, you really can't put it on Durk. That's what people saying. Like, you can't put it on Durk, you know. But them people, they gonna have to cop out. And by them copping out, is meaning that they guilty, that they was there, they was on the scene, they was on the crime, that they did it. Is they gonna willing to take the life sentence for Lil Durk? I don't know. We'll see. People say they'll die for their homie every day in the street. I die for you, ride for you. Then when they tell your ass you got that 100, niggas like, no, Lil Ray, Lil Moonhead did it. Shit. You know? Yeah. And then that so with that. That's what Lil Durk. Now with Jam, I seen Jam on Crime Network yesterday, man. They got the wrong name on there. They put Jam on OTF Jam on Crime Network. That I think.
They say politics comes down to who you want to have a beer with. So here goes. I'm Krista McDonald-Grivet, and I'm running for Congress. My husband and I have 6 kids. I know, that's a lot.
made an error on that. They were just picking pictures off the internet. But Jam, they gonna need Jam to say that Lil Durk ain't, when he was mad at Lil Durk ain't come and get him out of jail, and that's why he cooperated. Now, if they do all that, man, it is a family, man, that beat a federal RICO, man, in New Jersey. It's a mob family that beat them. They had the whole family, man, and everybody got acquitted from all the charges, bro, and they had people up on the stand. So I had to take that in consideration when I looked at the Lucchese family paperwork, and they end up, you know what I'm talking about, they ain't had no murder for hire now, but they had all the crimes that's involved with racketeering, and they beat it, 77 defendants. So it's a possibility, man, you know, but almost doesn't count. Brandy told us that a long more time ago. Almost doesn't count, you know. So that's what it is with Lil Durk. But Muwop them, they filed a motion. They still filed motions, and they filed a motion basically for acquittal. They saying that, you know, they want a retrial or whatever. They ain't getting out of jail, man, but they trying though. You know, I just thought I'll update y'all. You know, if you want to look at it for yourself, you can go and look at it on the site. You know, they trying to, and the government gave them to December 16th to put in a motion. All of them. First, Muwop was putting in a motion for acquittal, you know, to get the charges dropped or a mistrial. They saying that they didn't have a fair trial. They saying that they ain't had no fair trial, and now all of them jumped on that, all 6 of them. So now they have to put in a motion for December 16th, or the 15th. They got to hear it, you know. So I don't think they court date, or they court date might be still February. I really don't know. I really can't tell you. But yeah, that's what I got for y'all today, man. I got the Young Thug, I got the Lil Durk, and I got O-Block Muwop now update for y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned to Trench News, man. I will be back with more content later. I will be going live. Live was lit last night. I appreciate all y'all, man. Don't think I don't appreciate everybody who helped.
Oh, so you knew D-Thing?
That was my boy. Me and D-Thing, I was on the block when JoJo got killed. D-Thing was in Central City on the block. Where's Daddy from? I was right there. JoJo got killed. Motherfucker hit that corner, hopped out with sticks. I thought they was finna kill his ass that day. I was scared. Damn. This nigga BD, they just killed JoJo. The whole time they just ran past. But yeah.
You were on the block the day that they killed JoJo and they ran past you?
Not when they killed, not that they killed JoJo, but when JoJo got killed, I was in Central City. When we got the news, JoJo got killed, and I think it's so crazy because that was like the same day. I think Lil Durk just tapped in with Meek Mill, so folks' numbers on. Like at that time, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no bad blood like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from that area, Wiggle World. It wasn't really no problem with them like that until folks, niggas start clicking up and shit started going the opposite way. You feel me? But yeah, that's like he had on Twitter. We seen him with Meek Mill at that time, so that was like the beginning of the career. So I say like the beginning of 2012 or whatever, like the end. JoJo died September, so it was around that time. But no, he got killed. Some niggas hopped out on the block with blicks, with sticks. But I'm thinking in my head, they finna kill this nigga. Because he BD. This is a block full of GDs. But this is Daddy block. You know what I'm saying? So this family is you know, but they ran right past. They ain't wasn't thinking about him. You feel me? He was good over there. Nobody's gonna disrespect Big Durk. That's, you know, nigga, a legend.
You said his dad's a legend?
Daddy a legend for sure. Top slot, one of the biggest, a top slot for the GDs back in the day.
Okay, that's kind of be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You guys, and Durk and his dad being somebody who you guys highly respected.
I mean, I ain't gonna say. I'm saying like from the stories, because he been locked up down there. He was locked up Durk whole life, so I never met him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't nobody that was around, but that's like Larry Hoover. No matter what, like, nobody nigga. I had somebody inbox me asking about Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover been locked up since motherfucking 73, 70. What do you got? No 70. What is no? I think 70. One of them for 79 or something. The 70s. No, he been locked up since the 70 shit. 70 something. But motherfucker, look at motherfucker still represent him. They still say he had a lot of shit to do with a lot of shit. This man been locked up since the 70s. So you telling me the shit that's going on in the 90s and the 2000s, they got this my fault. Because I don't know motherfuckers out there killing nobody. A lot of motherfuckers on Larry on the G. Oh, they don't even know this man. So that's what I'm saying. So, you know.
Now, what was Little Durk's reputation like growing up?
Nothing. What reputation? That shit came out the rapping and shit. I don't know. There was no reputation. I don't know. He wasn't a name that nigga be like, oh, Lil Durk, you know, from the slide. Lil Durk, you know. Oh, that shit started happening after niggas got famous. Niggas wasn't famous in the hood before. I was famous in the hood before I was famous on the internet, for sure. When we don't yell in them block. Yelling them, yeah, yelling them, folding them shrimp, skis, Cash Money in them, posting them, yeah, they get wild. That's like, you know, that's why niggas be like yelling. Well, I was famous. I used to gangland and all the shit for the GDs before the internet shit. How you think the people even came to our block to even ask any questions? We was making noise in the hood already before the internet. But no, he wasn't nobody wasn't nobody that a nigga was like worried about or anything.
At one point, he ends up being from 300. though. That's like his official hood, right? He got it big on his stomach.
Yeah, that was some BD shit. They all started that shit. Lamron 300, Chief Keef and them old block 300. That was just some BD shit. I don't know where they got that shit from. That was something that they made up, I guess.
Oh, okay. When was the first time you started hearing about Lil Durk being in the streets? Just the rap shit? Like,
yeah.
After the rap shit, was he like always?
I'll say the rap shit. I ain't hear about a lot of them niggas ain't make no noise until the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? A couple dollars, a little money in their pocket. There now, you could be whoever you want to be. The internet let you be whoever you want to be. But I don't.
So you think the music played a big part in who Lil Durk turned out to be?
Man, Lil
Music
Durk
and the internet.
Lil Durk was the trophy for them niggas, man. Chief Keef was the trophy first, but Durk ended up being that. But I guess shit, Chief Keef's still a trophy, but he the one that's here. He the one that's last. It's about who win at the end. I guess I'm probably a trophy. I'm right here talking to you. When you get behind, when you dead and you and them fucking that box, man, it's over with for you. It ain't no, especially with them type of charges. But I can't sit here and be like he was a name that a nigga was like. A lot of them niggas is not a name that a nigga was like fooling them with. No. That's why you got exactly what you hearing now. Murder for hire. You're not the one. You wasn't the one that was doing this shit. But obviously, I guess paying the hits for the shit or whatever, putting money on niggas as they say. I really don't know how to even believe that because these are just nigga homies, man. You don't gotta pay your homies to go kill nobody. So some of this shit might be bullshit. I'm not paying my homies to go kill nobody. This shit, if you know my homie, you ain't taking care of that business, you're not supposed to already know what to do. It's part of the streets. You in the streets, you know what to do. Don't call me and say, woo woo woo. You know what to do already. Especially I'm him. Don't call my phone and talk to me about nothing. I'm not even nothing. I promise. If they call my phone to say anything about anything, I'm hanging up on you. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm gonna knock you out when I see you. Even calling my phone and saying some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking? Ain't no talking about nothing, man. Pull up to the spot, man. I don't know. Still really know to do that. And you see, they wearing wires and shit. They get the wires on. A nigga jam, put niggas in the jam.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.
Kamala Harris's economic plan is here.
A middle-class tax break, $6,000 for new parents.
She'll lower costs.
Ban on price gouging and cap the cost of prescription drugs.
Now that's what I call an economic plan.
King Yella.
Cam.
Glad to have you back.
No, it's a pleasure, man.
It's been a minute, man. A lot's been going on, man.
Yeah, I've been broke.
It just got wild in Chicago again.
Oh yeah, real wild.
The internet broke, went crazy. Everybody's seen it. It's been nuts. It's even been reported on the news, man. Friday, October 24th, we get the news. 5 OTF affiliates have been arrested for the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin, Little Pau, in retaliation for the murder of King Von. The 5 guys are OTF Vonnie, OTF Didi, or known as D-Ski, Flocka, Brown Eyes, and Boogie. First reaction when you seen the first news?
My first reaction, I saw Boogie first. You know, that's a childhood friend of mine. So, damn, fucked me up when I saw that. Because Dirk haven't got locked up yet. So when I first saw that, I saw Boogie. I'm going through it. Damn, this is my boy. Like my first song on my YouTube channel called Swag Check. He really like influenced like my first song, like that one that I first the video. It's called Swag Check. Like, you know what I'm saying? Folks from the area, like Dirk really from 72nd and Green. That's where they from. His last name Houston. Asa Houston. They one of the biggest families from that block. So when I saw it, the whole situation. Damn, it's crazy. But when I saw him, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody that I know personally, like real. You know what I'm saying? So they fucked me up. I'm like, damn, man. Like, this shit crazy. Really think like, how the motherfucker get bumped like that?
So you know him, you grew up with him. Like, were you guys still in contact this whole time, or was he like somebody you kind of fell out with?
No, we fell out because I called him OTF dick sucker and shit. So because he GD, but he D-Thang. He like one of D-Thang close friends, which is Dirk brother. D-Thang from 72nd Green too. But you know, we been fell out. Niggas actually robbed me in like 2009 for like $300 in the shine jacket. You know what I'm saying? They robbed me. Also, we used to be popping pills and shit, acting crazy at that time. You know what I'm saying? That was my boy. But he was like a real devil stick-up kid, like robbing the whole neighborhood. And this was my boy. I didn't think it was gonna happen to me. It happened to me because I ain't get a nigga $100. He gonna rob me. So,
man, okay. So he was always like he had a wild reputation.
That was him. Prison. He was swole as hell, beating niggas up, all that shit. He was fat now. That nigga was big as I got to pen, go to pen for 2-3 years, come home, swole, smacking shit out niggas, doing all that, robbing niggas. They was the Icy Jack boys. That's what we used to call it. Like I was a part of it. I used to call myself that too when I was hanging with them. You feel me? You know, I'm from a couple blocks. Now everybody looking like, ooh, because I made a post about it. Everybody, oh, Yellow, you really? Now y'all want to, oh, Yellow, you really? Yeah, bitch, I'm really, me and Dirk from it. We a couple blocks apart. Niggas be doing all this. Yeah, man. Niggas be, because they try to exclude me out. Yellow, you was just hanging around Duck and Dirk never met each other. Old Block was in tour with 63rd. Lemron was in tour with JoJo World. That's, this my area, outside. We from Inglewood. Folks from no Inglewood. So niggas always talking about, ooh, man, half of them niggas never met each other in real life anyway. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that probably did meet each other, they went to school, or somebody that killed somebody, that's how you know what I'm saying? But that was outside. Like, I grew up, my family is from Big Dirt Block. It's Daddy Block. You know what I'm saying? Central City. 76, 77 Union. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know Dirk or meet Dirk growing up?
Yeah, I know Dirk. Not like we hung out, but Dirk was a shorty. Like he like 2 years younger than me. Dirk used to be in Central City in the car writing music and shit. But back in the day.
Kristen McDonald voted to raise our energy bills in her own pay. What's worse than that?
Well, it seemed like Lil Durk arrested to open up a can of worms when it comes to King Von's side and King Von's friends and family. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to break it down. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So apparently on Twitter, it's just been chaos going on. People accusing people of stealing Von money. One of the dudes who arrested for Get Back for Von, they're claiming he stole $200,000 from Von after Von died. So now we got people wondering, did Dirk actually get back for Von, or was it because the fans pressured him into it? I don't know, but we gonna see what's going on with these tweets because my DMs is flooding right now. Let's get to it. So we got Mona Lisa from Obot. I I'm fighting nobody, and I never duck smoke from you. Your ass wilding out in that nail bar in Buckhead, made a fool of yourself. You asked the link, I didn't, because for what? You was wrong in the first place. I ain't seen you since 2021. You got other shit to worry about other than me. Tried to lie and say Lil Harold or Savage got you a car when Dirk paid you off for the snake shit. You did. Y'all remember when I told y'all that Dirk got the hard drive from Caleb B? A motherfucker stole from their dead brother and gave the shit to Dirk instead of giving it to his mama. Can never say nothing about me on BD. Then that's when Mona Lisa shares Asian dolls post. I'm literally that B. I make everybody mad. Somebody like me, I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I told y'all. Why is King Von people not acknowledging Dirk? Nothing going on with Dirk, nothing. Oh, block, nobody. Y'all didn't want to listen to me though. So Mona Lisa basically saying what everybody thought, what I told y'all everything. Why did Dirk get the hard drive at King Von? Why? Dirk didn't own that. He wasn't signed to OTF. He wasn't, Tony K. Track was signed to OTF. How did Dirk get the old drive? And everybody in O Block feeling like that was some snake shit. Let's continue. B, your brother loved me. I was more of a sister to him than you. You every court date didn't miss a meal nor a phone call every time you came to court. Ho, you damn near got him another charge. He told you stop coming. It was too messy. And then Dirk cut you off after you snitched on Von about the Uber case. Wasn't you fucking Dirk? Damn. Caleb B said, Mona Lisa said Caleb B was fucking Dirk. Oops, my bad. I wasn't supposed to say that. I wasn't even going to say nothing at all. Even on my interview, when they asked me why me and Caleb was faking to it, I kept it off the media. Go ahead. Then she shared the Devontae Davis post. Wow. Females always get to run their mouth in their feelings and expose everything. So, according to Mona Lisa, Caleb B and Dirk was fucking. How Von feel about that? How Von feel about that? How did he feel about that? Who knows? Man, let's continue, man. Then you got Mona Lisa, they pissed you off. And this one I didn't want to talk about for years, but every time somebody died, go to jail, you bitches be like, I was just with him. I had to tell him to blow his nose because he had a booger. Y'all got to be stopped. We been said that, brother. She shared when King Von in 2020 said, I see fake shit through a blindfold. Then Kima said some stuff, and then Mona Lisa responded for it. So it's looking like King Von's sister, Kayla B, getting attacked, dog. So then Kayla B responds, or let's talk about how she really came over looking for $75,000 and a family member overheard her saying it. Well, that's not Kayla B. That's somebody tagging Kayla B. And then MK also says, I'll wait. And then Baylo says, that's King Von's cousin. Anybody want to clear up this $20K Vonnie stole from Davon and cleared his safety deposit box out from Chase? And then MK shared, I'll be zoned out. I got to stop doing that. I love you too. You know that. Man, so they basically, hold on, y'all. I didn't really want to feel like a girl or a female, me causing drama and keeping up drama, but hell, news is news. So basically, Baylo and them is accusing Kayla B of trying to get $75,000 from Von, stealing it. They also saying that Vonnie, the person that's locked up for a get back for Von, stole $200,000 of Von's money and took his safety deposit box. And Kayla B was trying to get some of that. So they basically distanced and Kayla B said, no, you was with OTF and Dirk, when Von died. You was doing Von bad with them. So don't act like the car that 21 Savage bought. 21 Savage did not buy that car. Dirk bought that car for you. Dirk paid you off for that. You, when Von died, backdoored Von and gave Dirk the footage. You see what I'm saying? Not the footage, the hard drive that everybody was speaking about. And Dirk wasn't never supposed to get that hard drive. You could have gave it to his mom. You could have gave it to anybody, the record label he was with. 100K track, his actual manager. No, you gave it to Dirk. And you gave it to Dirk for a reason. And also, you was having sex with Dirk. Y'all have relations and all that. Yeah, this is Gossip King AK-47 voice in the street. And that, what I'll tell you all on my live stream, everybody at O-Block ain't looking at it like Dirk. They don't mess with Dirk. They don't mess with Kayla B. So while the world saying, oh, Dirk slid for Von, oh, he got arrested for Von, they don't respect it. They don't nothing, because a lot of people were saying from Von's side, how can we respect a nigga for sliding for Von when he stole money from Von? How can we expect Dirk getting get back for Von when he was having sex with Von's sister? You feel me? So Dirk's arrest done opened up a whole can of worms, y'all. And it is going down on Twitter. Now, it's hundreds of more Twitter posting that, but I'm not going to put all that on mine. Y'all can just go to their Twitters y'all self and peep all that out y'all self. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to be the person who just posts every post that they post and then we read it out. No, I just gave y'all a little bit. But it's some friction going on between O-Block people, Von family, and OTF and Dirk. It was a rift there somewhere. And if it wasn't, none of this would be happening. Why is Mona Lisa exposing that Kayla B and Dirk was fucking? Why? Why is Baylo, Von cousin, and the family exposing that Kayla B wanted $75,000 out the $200,000 that Vonnie stole from Von house? Why? Like, y'all gotta make this make sense to me, man. But y'all ain't got to, because I've been telling y'all I know certain things. I just didn't want to be too messy, but they did the messy part for me. They all on the internet. They all exposing each other. They all saying this and they all saying that. So y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this, man. King AK-47 Voice the Street. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect to my women. But when shit go down, when niggas start dying and niggas go to jail, it's always gonna be the women that tell everybody business. So how much of this get back was really because of the love of Von?
Mike Rogers said he supports all restrictions on abortion. He backed 4 bills to ban abortion with no exceptions, even to save a woman's life. We have
alleged by prosecutors. So I think that when we look at the indictment itself, what's so interesting is, and this happens quite often, they don't put all and everything that they have in the indictment because they don't have to, right? Either less is more for an assistant U.S. attorney at the U.S. Attorney's Office. And in this case, I think that's what they did. They gave them enough to know that they know what's going on, but not enough to know everything that's going on. I think, obviously, there's been some rumors that there's been among his group that has been wearing a wire for some time. And if that's the case, it's going to be a very difficult case for everyone involved, depending on how much talking there was going on. When it comes to Dirk Banks, so far I've seen one text that says, don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. Because he could be blaming, Grant or one of these other guys and saying like, hey, these guys are going to do some crazy stuff. And he's like, hey, listen, make sure it doesn't associate with me at all. You can look at that a million different ways. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, a slam dunk case on Dirk Banks. I think that they have a long way to go on Dirk Banks in order to prove the conspiracy against him. I think the others, I think it's going to be very heavily based on paperwork.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as it was breaking national news last week that Lil Durk and 5 other either OTF affiliates or associates were taken into federal custody for the 2022 murder for hire plot against Quando Rondo and the shooting and killing of Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pop. Most definitely, rest in peace. Condolences to his entire family, and God bless his soul. Now, with Lil Durk's status in the game, him being a Grammy Award-winning artist, one of the top rappers, it's got media coverage picked up everywhere. On top of the fact, the way that the shoot happened, where it happened at, it broke everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. And that's why I put that clip in the beginning. And I had a link in the description where y'all can watch that in full with Bradford Cohen on Law and Crime Network, where he is a lawyer. He defends Kodak Black, Pooh Shiesty, several other big entertainers in the game, and he's saying you gotta wait and see. And I put that there because on the urban side of media, hip hop, Instagram, Twitter, the rumors are taking the news as they are facts as what's been going on with OTF Jam. Now I'm not aware exactly what OTF Jam is, but they really been running down through the mud. But I just want the people to know, as I said last week, as I said earlier this week on live, there's nothing in these documents, as in the indictment or the affidavit, that says anybody wore a wire. They say witnesses on there. Multiple times witnesses are mentioned in the affidavit. And then also, I think once in the indictment, they said they had witnesses, but there is no mention of anybody wearing a wire. There is no mention of him wearing a wire, his name. And as Cohen said, the lawyer said, the things that they have, they're not going to give it to you right away. When they put out these indictments, these affidavits, these complaints and things like that, they're not going to tell you everything. But the internet is ran with it. I'm seeing fake photos of Dom in the interrogation room, where it's clearly not him on there. If you look at it, I think even dude got tattoos on his hand. So I'm like, bro, the people that's running with it, I even seen yesterday, they talk about, look, you can see in this video, he's adjusting the wire because he's scratching himself. I'm like, come on, bro, they are really going down a rabbit hole, old dog, trying to make this thing stick. But if you go look, there's no mention of his name or anything like that. It says the summary of probable cause. Banks is the leader of the Chicago-based rap collective known as Only the Family, or OTF. In addition to OTF's status as a rap collective, I know based on the investigation that OTF also acts as an association, in fact, of individuals who engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Banks and to maintain their status at OTF. For example, based on evidence collected during the investigation, including the interview of witnesses, I know that Banks put a monetary bounty out for an individual with whom Banks was feuding with, named TB. That's Quando Rondo. Then it says, due to the safety concerns, this affidavit does not provide the identity of these witnesses. Based on the FBI's investigation, I know that witnesses and or their family members have already received threats and or have been contacted in what appear attempts to influence their participation in this investigation. It says, based on the investigation to date, including open source research, my training and experience investigating gangs and violent crime, and witness statements, OTF is a hybrid organization that functions as Banks-led music collective and a gang. Based on open resources, I know that Banks has attempted to publicly distance himself from suspected gang and criminal activity. CEG Lil Durk launches the Durk Banks Scholarship. And they are getting all this stuff from witnesses, as it says, concerns and everything like that. Now, I'm just putting this out that we don't know exactly what's what yet. They might have everything correct. They might have everything incorrect. And when it comes to the crime, innocent until proven guilty. Now, they say they got phone records, iCloud, they have communication. Now, there is somebody that has gave us some information. There's no doubt about that. They wouldn't even know about the conversation at the In-N-Out Burger unless somebody told them. Could have been somebody that was there. But to jump the gun and frame it as one person right now with no type of documented facts, that's coming directly from rumors and people in the streets bringing that up. But I just want to say this. I can't say that people are lying, but you can't say that they're telling the truth undoubtedly either. If you in the know, you in the know. But I'm just saying the way that this is looking, the way they drawing this out, like, bro, if you look at, bro, head on this pic, dog got a thinner version of hair at the top than the guy in this interrogation video. So, and this interrogation photo that's been on the internet as of late. So I just think that in media, bro, we gotta wait till things process more. I've been saying this, dog. It's just getting real sloppy. Me seeing blogs with big followers. I'm talking about big followers, just throwing this dude up there, putting a picture, and people really falling for it like it's really him. I'm like, man, this is what a game has became. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to advocate, promote, and push for violence or negative stuff, but we do need to have the facts out there. We're going to be speaking on things. Now, people can run their program how they want to run it. I just got to come spill the real on it because I seen a whole nother video hit the internet yesterday, and I'm like, bro, come on, dog. They really running this dude in the mud now without any type of proof or confirmation.
I've never taken corporate PAC money, and I'm working to ban members from trading.
That was Urban Politics and Urban Politics TV on YouTube. Go sub to his. I was playing the King Yella snap clip on Karen Capone News. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something else from that Diddy case. It's TMZ law.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here. Charles here. Going out on a limb right out of the gate. Menendez brothers will be free men by the end of the year. I feel it, and I'll tell you why.
I feel like maybe you're feeling clearly I understand, and I feel it also, this public swell for it.
That is, by the way,
still a few hurdles.
The public swell is exactly what should not be considered.
I agree.
Which we're going to get into.
Feeling.
No, it's not. It's not. All right. What I'm feeling is what's going on legally. And what's going on legally is the district attorney of LA County, and that is the office that prosecuted the Menendez brothers, got them convicted. George Gascon.
Now, he wasn't the DA, obviously.
Wasn't the DA, but he's the DA now. Right. He has now come out. He's already come out and said he thinks that they should go before the parole board immediately. And he's essentially said, I want them out. And he said that because yesterday he voiced strong support. That's a quote. Strong support for clemency, which means that the governor has on his desk now. In fact, we broke this story, and even we had Mark Garagos, the Menendez brothers' lawyer, on TMZ Live earlier in the week, saying they've gone to the governor and said, commute their sentence and set them free, and grant them clemency. So now Gascon has said, I strongly support that. Obviously, so both sides want clemency.
But legally, what you have, yes, the Menendez brothers' attorney, they've asked for clemency. I get that. You have the DA saying he strongly supports clemency. I get that. That makes sense.
Right.
It's almost no duh to me because he's the one who started this whole rolling.
But there's another element to this, and I think this is going to come out, and I think it's going to come out in the papers that Garagos has filed, that the Menendez brothers have been evaluated behind bars. They are considered model prisoners. They are rehabilitated. They don't pose a danger anymore to anyone. I know that sounds ironic because they killed the two people with whom they were, having problems. That's right. But, the governor will have that before them. So essentially, the prison is saying they're fit for release. The DA is saying release them. Obviously, the Menendez brothers want them out.
Well, Harvey, the most compelling thing here is the governor has the power. There's no more wild card. If the governor commutes their sentence, that is it. They leave prison. You don't need a judge to sign off on it. That is the power of a governor to do so. He has called it compelling evidence, and he's indicating that he's going to.
That's the fastest path for them, the governor. But I don't think that that's necessarily the way Governor Gavin Newsom is going to go with this. Here's what he said about this case on his podcast.
Just last weekend.
Yes, last weekend.
I met with the team that put that series together about 9 months ago, and they gave me a heads up. They said, watch, see what happens after this series is released, because it's going to generate a lot more conversation around whether or not these guys should be released or resentenced. And here we are, fast track, not so many months later. But one thing is crystal clear. This is what I do for a living every week, including no BS. Literally today, we go through all the parole board recommendations. I was working on pardons independent of the Menendez brothers and commutations today as well, particularly this time of year around Thanksgiving. This is obviously some new compelling evidence that was introduced. And so we'll see where the judge goes.
Okay. He said a couple of really important things. One was obviously, we'll see which way the judge goes. That sounds like he's kicking the can to the judge. So that was a sign of something. And we'll get into what the judge can do in a minute. The other thing that I find troubling is he said he met with Ryan Murphy's team.
Ryan Murphy, the team,
9 months ago?
Or they contacted him. I don't know if he met with them.
He said, I met with the team. Why?
I thought he said that anyway, he definitely was in contact with them. But it sounded like they came to him and said, pay attention to this. This is going to...
That's so wrong. If the production of that show went to him, it's like, that's not the way it should work. It's not about what the public wants. Then you will end up with a lynch mob on the other side if you start looking at what the public wants for justice. That's not the way things work. It shouldn't be let's take a vote. So-and-so goes to prison. So-and-so gets out. That's not the way the justice system is supposed to work. It's supposed to work with judges, with the governor, not looking at how is the public feeling about this.
I couldn't agree more. I actually read his comments pretty clearly. I think what he's saying is, we'll see what the judge does. If the judge looks at this compelling evidence and does the right thing, that's fine. If not, I'm another path. I have this stuff on my desk, and I'll do it myself.
I read that as political hot potato. And you say, Gavin Newsom is elected also. And we've noticed over the last few weeks, there's a clear divide. This is not, most people want them out. I think it's maybe 50-50 at best. At best. So is Gavin Newsom going to put his neck on the line? Gavin Newsom, who has presidential aspirations, can you see the presidential ad however many years from now? He let the Menendez brothers out. He's not going to do it.
I'm not going to argue.
He is kicking it to the judge.
And by the way, so now we know that, you're right. But here's the deal. There's a hearing on December 11th. Now it's very clear that the DA wants the Menendez brothers free. Period. Yes. Now, there's a rub here, and here's the rub. If the DA wants him freed, then you go to court, and we know that the Menendez brothers' lawyers are going to say, we don't want just resentencing. We want you to change the conviction. If they change it to manslaughter, they're out immediately. They could be out on December 11th. Here's the rub, and we haven't even talked about this. The rub is December 11th. The new DA gets sworn in, I believe, on December 2nd.
That's right.
And so if Gascon loses, the new DA, who we had on TNT Live, he can rewire the whole thing. He can rewire the whole thing. So December 11th is a problematic date. It is a problematic date. It is. We never talked about that.
Yeah. All right. We are going to move on now to former President Obama talking about his family, about his kids, and the Nepo baby label that some people want to give them. We told you Malia has been working in Hollywood. She was a PA. She's been a producer.
Now she's a writer-director.
She's a writer and director now of her own film. So this is what former President Obama said when he was on the pivot.
Well, we should explain that Malia has said she's not going to go by Obama.
She does not want people to give her jobs based on her family. And she's taken some steps, he thinks, to get around that. But the former president isn't necessarily agreeing with her. Here's what he said on the pivot.
Malia, she's making movies. So she made her first movie. And, I'll be a dad, I'll brag a little bit. She went to, she's working with them. And, her first film went to Sundance and all these fancy film festivals, and she didn't use Obama as director on the credits. It said Malia Ann. She used her middle name to put Obama on it. I was all like, you do know they'll know who you are,
right?
And she's all like, you know what? I want them to watch it that first time and not in any way have that association. So I think our daughters go out of their way to not try to leverage that.
And this is kind of the new generation, right? Where like nepotism, it's kind of like a curse word now in Hollywood where, all these Nepo babies, they don't want to be associated with their parents because people start saying like, oh, you only got that gig because of your dad or because of your mom. So now Nepo babies are desperately trying to separate themselves from their famous parents. But here's the thing, everybody knows who Malia Ann is. Like there's no getting around that.
Well, if she were just a producer or maybe a PA, nobody's looking it up. But when you are the director of the film and they see the name Malia Ann, everyone, especially at a film festival, if they didn't know, they'd look it up and they're like, oh, where's Malia Ann? And by the way, I looked it up this morning on IMDb.
Right. Obama's in there.
And it says Malia Obama. But so I get that on the film, when people sat down to watch it, she didn't want to have her name blared out there, Obama.
But by the way, you guys, Whoopi Goldberg is coming to Malia's defense, and she said, if she knows she's an Obama, why do you care? Why do you care what she calls herself? So some people are coming to her defense saying, like, look, if she wants to have her own identity, like, let her have it.
Yeah, it's fine, but everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows your name. Cheers. We're going to take a break.
All right, when we come back, a huge development in the Diddy lawsuit saga, not the indictments, but the civil suits that are the wave of civil suits being filed against him. A judge has just ruled that at least one of the accusers has to reveal their name. They filed it as a Jane Doe. The judge says that's not going to fly. Diddy has been facing a wave of lawsuits, right? After the indictment, there were even more lawsuits.
120 just from Busby's firm initially.
Tony Busby, the attorney Tony Busby, said that he had 120 clients. He is so far, I believe, he's filed about 20 or just under 20 of those lawsuits.
Every day there are new lawsuits.
But one of them has already gotten before a judge, and the judge has made a ruling in this, not on the merits of the lawsuit.
This is super important,
but it is very important because the thing you have to remember about all of the Tony Busby lawsuits, his clients have filed them anonymously as Jane Does or John Does. But the judge said, for one of them at least, that's not going to fly, and has ruled that that Tony Busby and his client need to reveal the person's identity.
Part of the reasoning has to do with that it's hard to defend yourself against somebody where you don't know who they are. Now, it is true that there is a discovery process where the defense can find out more from prosecutors, but the judge seems to be saying you got to disclose it from the jump. The reason that's so significant is that there is a real push for people to file these suits, to come forward, and there's this feeling that you can do it anonymously and hopefully settle where you never have to go to court. At least that's the MO.
Right.
And
that's what Tony Busby.
This throws a huge monkey wrench into the mix.
Yeah, it was inevitable, right? I mean, eventually all plaintiffs have to say who they are. They have to give Diddy an opportunity to cross-examine them, to dig up whatever facts and evidence they have against these accusers, and you're gonna have to come clean. But to your point, Harvey, all they really want, the game, right, the way it's played is you try to sue. Diddy presumably knows who they are, and they'll try to reach a settlement with that person before they have to reveal their name. When that doesn't happen, the person's inevitably gonna have to come clean.
Okay, Jason, let me now do a twist on this. So there is at least one lawsuit where an accuser is suing two celebrities, one of whom the allegation is that this person, this male, assaulted the plaintiff with Diddy, and the second is a female celebrity who watched.
Celebrity 1 and Celebrity 2.
I think it was A and B, Celebrity A and Celebrity B. The question, if the plaintiff has to be identified, do they have to identify the defendants as well?
If they're suing them, they want money from them, then there's going to be full disclosure eventually, once it gets down the road.
Now, does it matter that each case will go before a different judge?
Yeah, it does matter.
Because even though the judge in this case...
And state's different.
Right.
State's
This one is a federal court, but each judge could look at it differently.
And we have, listen, in California, there are lots of John Doe lawsuits. So, this doesn't mean it's going to happen to everybody, but it opened everybody's eyes. And by the way, we should just say one other thing to button this up. We're working on our third downfall of Diddy documentary on Tubi. So in the second documentary, Tony Busby, who's representing a number of these,
including the one who they said they have to reveal.
That's right. He said to us in this documentary that they have already sent out a bunch of demand letters, and that the idea is settle with us or we'll file a lawsuit. And it would seem from what we're hearing when you watch the second documentary that there are, I would almost say, a number of celebrities who have already settled. Because you saw what happened to Diddy. That if you settled with Cassie, we may have talked about that. Right. I know. Yeah.
Hi, this is Pam from Manhattan Beach, and I wanted to weigh in on the Diddy story. I think the girl coming forward or the boy coming forward, whoever it is, it gives more credibility and just not coming out of the woodwork. So as uncomfortable it would be for the person, I think it's really important.
Yeah, I mean, we will see what happens. This is a really interesting
changes a lot of things in these lawsuits that clients that Tony Busby has.
Okay, we're moving on.
All right, Jake Paul now speaking out about Tony Hinchcliffe. And you remember Tony Hinchcliffe is the comedian who made the joke, he says, about Puerto Rico.
Racist joke.
Yes, at Donald Trump's rally in Madison Square Garden last weekend. Jake Paul is interesting here because he lives in Puerto Rico. He moved there years ago, 2021, I believe, when he started getting serious about becoming a boxer and training for that. So he is now speaking out about Tony Hinchcliffe. He's not happy with Tony, but somebody that Tony knows, well, he is happy about that person.
Start off with something that bothered me recently was Tony Hinchcliffe, a comedian who made a bad joke. Obviously, he's doing his job, trying to be funny, but him talking smack about Puerto Rico was not funny. And I want to shine a light on the fact that these aren't Donald Trump's views. It was a comedian who made a bad joke. Tony, while I love most of your work, Puerto Rico is the most beautiful place on earth, and the people here are absolutely incredible. Wars, health, guns, jobs, economy, inflation, border control, freedom of speech, the list goes on and on and on with the number of problems that America currently faces. And I don't come to you to make this video to create more division. I believe love is the key to the universe, and we should all love each other more and more and more. And it saddens me that in the current political state of the world in America, people can't have opinions without outrageous backlash.
You know, I didn't expect it to come from Jake Paul, but I thought he made one of the most compelling cases out there for Donald Trump. It was really interesting because he goes at the top, guys. He's like, I can't vote now because I am a citizen of Puerto Rico, and he says he doesn't have the ability to vote. So, he's not going to be casting a vote for Donald Trump, but he laid out what I thought was a pretty compelling case, and I wouldn't have thought that was going to come from Jake.
So I got to ask you about this, Babcock, because look, the facts are the facts here. When Donald Trump talks about the enemies from within, and he's fighting Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff and all these other people, talks about jailing them, sending the National Guard after them if people who disagree with him. That doesn't align with what Jake Paul is talking about, that everybody needs to love each other and everything else.
Well, look, here's what I think we do know. We know Donald Trump was president for 4 years. He could have gone after his political opponents, Hillary Clinton, and so on and so forth. that didn't happen. There's one administration that right now is trying to put their political rival in prison, and that, of course, is the Biden-Harris administration. So I don't know. I don't know about that. We've got some evidence here to go off of, and it seems pretty clear to me.
I think the issue is, do you take somebody at their word? It's hard to hear someone talking about love, and you want unity, but that's not what you're hearing from the guy you're supporting. But whatever. Okay, taking a break. All right, so when we come back, the horror film that everyone is talking about, Terrifier 3, we're going to be joined by the writer and director, Damien Leone. How in the world does he come up with these outrageous scenes? And does he have nightmares? Because I know I would if I saw this movie. Damien Leone will be here when we come back.
Damn, she's got every freaking thing. Fix the lips, fix stars, fix the facts.
Lenny Kravitz posted this gym workout video. He's wearing leather-type pants.
Also wearing boots and a mesh shirt. Only he can pull this off.
6 TNT.
This is that time of year, Halloween, when, and really it's been going on for a couple weeks now, Hollywood unleashes all the horror films, and they usually do very well. But the one that is at the top of the box office now is the scariest thing ever. We're about to bring on the writer and director of the Terrifier franchise, and Terrifier 3 just last week, Top Joker 2, which everyone expected to be a huge box office hit, but Terrifier 3, not just making lots of money, it is making an impression on its audience.
Let's just say there are people throwing up in the movie theater.
Passing out in the movie theater.
I mean, I remember a long time ago when The Exorcist came out, that was I didn't get that because I didn't think The Exorcist was that scary, but everybody else around in the theater was going crazy. That's happening here.
So the man who has people packing their defibrillators to go to the movie theater is Damien Leone, and he is joining us right now. Damien, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I say this all the time. I can't do horror films like yours, but the way people are talking about it, I'm at least curious, and I think, do I have to see if I can actually sit through it?
Charles is horror curious.
Yes, I'm horror curious.
Here's the thing that always surprises me. It's when people, they say, what's wrong with this movie? Who would go see this when they're seeing a part 3? I highly recommend you see 1 and 2 before you get into this one. We don't pretend we're anything that we're not. You'll know exactly what you're in store for, especially with part 3. The opening 10 minutes might be the most disturbing thing we've ever done in this franchise. So we're definitely letting you know what you're in store for right away.
So there's a method to this madness, because I remember back at The Exorcist days, I think it was 74, where they marketed it based on people passing out, people, I think somebody actually had a heart attack watching it. And it was successful that way. And I haven't seen that a lot until your film. So you are embracing the gore here, and it seems to be working.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the one thing I'm very proud of is that this is genuine. This is organic. It's not a marketing ploy with people passing out and fainting. These are actual accounts. And it started with Terrifier 2, sort of during COVID. It was when movie theaters just started getting going again. And people started fainting and passing out in the theaters. And there's one tweet in particular at the time really took off on Twitter of somebody passed out in the lobby with paramedics coming in, and the Terrifier 2 poster over their shoulder in the lobby, and that was just, we were off to the races from that moment on.
Damien, obviously it's worked out, but were you concerned about taking this film wide in theaters when it was unrated, meaning that the Motion Picture Association how does that work? You just don't submit it to them? What do you think they would have actually given this?
Oh, for sure. This would have gone in NC-17. And I knew that when I was, after Terrifier 2, I got the opportunity to speak to Hollywood studios. They were very interested. A lot of them wanted to make Terrifier 3. And just based on the conversations I was having, I knew I was going to have to really reel it in when it came to the gore and tone it down. And I just knew it was disingenuous to this franchise, and that it's one of the things we've become known for and what our core fan base really wants us to keep delivering. So we would have definitely gotten an NC-17, and I don't think it would have gotten the hype that it's getting now, for sure, because it would have been a lot tamer.
Yeah, look, Hollywood.
If you want to know who someone cares about, look who they fight for.
Donald Trump plans to give massive tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations. Kamala Harris will deliver a tax cut to more than 100 million hardworking Americans.
Stressed out? Time to refresh your rhythm with Trident. Trident Gum, the fresh chew to refresh your rhythm.
My next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he was in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties. His name is Courtney Burgess, and he says a friend gave him 11 flash drives that belonged to the late Kim Porter. And if you follow this story, you'll know that Kim Porter is Diddy's ex-girlfriend and the mother of 4 of his kids. On those drives, the witness says 8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Diddy freak-offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females. The drive also included a manuscript of an alleged Kim Porter memoir, a memoir that her 4 kids insist is fake. Courtney Burgess told his story on a podcast before he told the grand jury today, and after he told the grand jury, and I mean immediately after, he booked it over to my set, and he and his attorney talked to me. I should tell you that he was very limited in how much detail he could go into about his testimony. And because the 8 people in the videos, the 8 celebrities in the videos were allegedly victims of sex crimes, we know who they are, but we will not be naming them, famous or not. Here now is my conversation with Courtney Burgess and Ariel Mitchell, who's his attorney, beginning with the question of whether the participants in the video even knew they were being recorded. Were there any cameras in places where you'd assume privacy, like bathrooms?
Yeah, well, I've never been in this house, but the picture, yes. That's what took place. Yes.
You're aware of surreptitious cameras that were recording in private places like that?
I didn't see the cameras. You could tell how the person was angled. I knew that was a camera there because I was there. I was there. I don't know if the person was too tall, he was holding or whatever, but I wasn't there.
May I ask you this, Courtney? And Ariel, you can jump in on this as well, but I want to hear from Courtney first. Your home was raided by federal authorities, and I assume it is because of this material. Is that true?
I wouldn't say that. They just went to every one of them looking for me. They said, the paperwork said the 24th, that I had to be there the 28th, and then it was the 27th. I said, I can't make it there, that's tomorrow. So I don't know. From the look of it, it was 4 days.
And I want to be specific. When we talk about a raid, we're talking about when a subpoena is served for documents, a search warrant or an arrest warrant. In this situation, Mr. Burgess was not in any way, shape, or form had a search warrant or an arrest warrant issued for him. It was just them serving a subpoena. So when the federal government needs to serve a subpoena, they use the Marshal Service to come to all of your residences if you have more than one residence. So in this situation, they sent marshals to all of Mr. Burgess's residences, and that was somehow construed or understood or turned into a raid, but he did not face a raid. It was just to serve him a subpoena.
Ariel, do you believe that the subpoenas were issued and executed based on the federal authorities' knowledge that these flash drives existed and had this kind of compromising material?
I think it was based on statements that Mr. Burgess made in a prior interview.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if
Appear to be.
were right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let me
be
rephrase
right,
it.
based on yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They're
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah.
meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, but they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
2 to 3. Also on the flash drives, Courtney, was what looked to be a manuscript written by, it appears to be a woman who had taken Kim Porter's private journals and had written a book. Is that accurate?
We don't know.
I don't know
how. Yeah.
I don't know how who wrote it, put it together, but it was from her when I spoke to her.
What you received on the flash drives, was it the completed book or was it notes from Kim Porter that later were made into a book?
It was completed. It's only 60, only about 54 pages. It was
Sure, and in the beginning, it says, Kim made me promise that if something happened to her, I would make sure this book became public to the world. The way Sean moved, I knew that was a promise I would have to fulfill. Kim knew I was a woman of my word, and this book was going to make it to print. So it sounds like it is a woman who wrote up the notes from Kim Porter. Does that sound accurate?
It's
word, and this book is going to make it to print?
I don't know if he received it from a man or a woman. He can answer.
I received it from a man. I told you somebody she was dating.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She supported his disastrous economic agenda, higher taxes on the middle class. Kamala backed his open border policies, and their weakness invited wars. Kamala broke it. President Trump will fix it.
This is what we do, Danny. You got to see it to believe it. We deliver quality and quantity in every size.
And a lot of them in there.
Just meats and cheeses.
But definitely some mojo.
Do you know if the notes from the book really were from Kim Porter?
It was, yes, because I spoke to her probably like 6 hours before I received it.
You spoke to Kim Porter?
Yes.
So Kim
Just
Porter.
saying hi.
Okay.
Just saying hi.
Okay, Ariel, go ahead and give me clarity on the timeline.
No, I'm trying to get him to provide clarity of, was there a conversation with
No,
her
I was
or?
talking to the person and he said, hold up, this is Courtney, give it here. Let me say something to him. He said, I know him, put me on speaker. Then that's how we end up speaking.
And then later, somebody brought somebody else came and brought you the manuscript.
Right. Before I left ATL.
To the best of your knowledge, Courtney, do you believe that the manuscript is truly based on Kim Porter's diaries? Because there is a lot of dialogue in there. It is pages and pages of actual dialogue, which, I mean, I can't remember breakfast today, let alone dialogue from 5, 10, 15, and 20 years ago.
I guess this is a woman's scar. You understand? Maybe, what she's been through is, I'm not a woman, so I'm just going by I got female friends and relatives. They always come to house scoring because what went on in their relationship. And when you're scoring, you can't forget it.
Important to stop down here for a moment and note again that Sean Combs is accused. He has not been convicted of any crimes. And so far, everything against him is an allegation until it is proven in a court of law and a jury either decides or he decides to sign a plea deal to any of these crimes. But at this point in the story, Sean Combs is not guilty of any crimes. He is currently under indictment. He is currently being held on bail. But if you're at all curious about how Courtney Burgess feels about Diddy today, I asked him about that too. And here's what he had to say. Your lawyer just said, the story the tapes tell are the story of Diddy from the last several decades. And I know that you've known Diddy for a very long time. Can you describe what that story is based on what you now know to be true, the last several decades of Diddy's behavior and the reason he's now sitting in lockup?
I think I've been doing it for 35 years. I think we probably entered music at the same time. We entered it Uptown, I entered into Big Beat, Atlantic. At the time, I guess he was ambitious. He was then from ambitious went to doing anything. Then from doing anything to didn't care about nobody, who he could beat. And then he ended up turning to Lucifer. And today, I look at him, I know y'all call him Diddy or Puffy, I call him Lucifer.
Ray Gift TV. It's Ray Gift
TV. He be at old updates on Whack 100, man.
Hold it down. It's your boy Ray Gift TV. Coming for the crown. Come on, I got the content. Click that bell. Tune in.
It's Ray Gift TV.
What's up, bro?
What up, Chuck?
Hey, what you? Bro, you don't even respond to my messages, bro.
That's cap. I sent you the damn thing.
Hey, that nigga Jay Fresh. No, you ain't sent it to me, bro.
Oh, I sent it to Goat's ass. I'm gonna put y'all niggas on the group text.
Yeah, that shit, bro. Yeah, bro. That nigga Jay Fresh came out immediately. That shit spread like wildfire.
You know when I'm talking on the end, I get the text. I read it. So I'm like, God damn, so I sent it out for the rest of the So his cousin always be corresponding with me. He said, what? I don't think that was true. I said, shit, I don't know if it's true or not. This is the same nigga told me about the loaded dice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was definitely true, right? So, but it's crazy how that fast, Chuck.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they paid attention to me like
that. No, that shit was, bro, I'm watching it because I go make a video. I posted on Oxford.com. I'm thinking like, but then Flacco tweeted while he was on that live. He tweeted that shit. So then my mixtape had posted it. Then as soon as they posted it.
He says things like,
we've been left behind.
But Paul Young is a multimillionaire from California. He tells us,
I will work for you.
But Paul Young said he hasn't had to work in 5 years because of his trust fund.
One of these days I will kind of grow up and decide what I want to do.
So remember, it's not just that Paul Young is a China-backing, Social Security-slashing, abortion-banning extremist. It's that he's a total phony.
I'm Kristen McDowell-Griffith, and I approve this message.
This year, we actually get to race.
These guys are street car drivers, stock car drivers, drifters. Here, they're going to drive something that requires a different sense of discipline.
It's a group of 12 guys who are really good at driving race cars.
Team Not Zero Sugar, Team Nos Original.
Team Sonic Sour.
Team GT Great.
We're not sure how these cars are going to drive.
Let's go racing.
Jay Prince was like, comment on my best cap, LOL. So then, you know, I'm like, shit, YouTube still eating that shit up right now.
Yo, at the time I got off the, I didn't realize it was on there that long. I just keep stringing it. Fuck it. You know, topics come up, get niggas in there. Ray J said, whack. No, I said, it's too late. We live, my nigga. That's it.
No, I meant to send that to you. You know that trending too on Twitter. Joe Budden's clip page reposted like a clip of your live. And that shit trending right now. Ray J, you talking to Ray J. It's trending on Twitter.
He lucky Ray J got careless and didn't have a homie. They lucky. I said, don't let nobody with you. I said, man, I ran through there real quick, tripping. But that's good. That's probably good because they would have whooped, they'd have ran through them little niggas. Up to talk to his kids.
Yeah, them niggas gangster now. Like, that's the same shit. Like, he dropped the diss song.
Like the bad. Nothing like that. He's a regular little bitty dude that will piss on himself as soon as the beat starts. But see that live, my phone went crazy. Homies is calling. They like, nigga, them niggas is a lick. Where they at? I'm gonna be getting the call.
Yeah, that was like, and what is
they doing in clubs right now?
They seem like they living their best life. He been posted like young man matching for his new girlfriend, matching Teslas. He been like showing the public like he living his best life. His young son, his young son.
He better slow his ass down.
But is that because of the interview Ray J did with I still ain't watching it? I gotta watch it. I'll wait for all of them.
What it is, well, see what he did. He's stupid, right? Because Ray J been got to defend his daddy a little bit. But Ray J said lately a whole lot of things been getting tough. They taking stuff. They taking people's hearts, money. They taking shit's getting took. That's all he said, right? He said, and everybody's laughing about this baby. I don't know why. So, like, you get mad about that. Are you confirming that that's what he doing? Because he never said that. He never said, you know what I'm saying? He never put a name on it. He just up there clowning and joking. But I don't know. I guess he thought they was AD. But little dude better chill out, bro. Everybody know right where that crib at. And you real easy. If he Ray J, no. Because, nigga, you transgenders. Nigga, you know, niggas, we been...
So that's what you was alluding to? That's what you was alluding to on that live?
That's a fact.
Which son?
The one look like him.
Hey, Coach, what's his name again? The one that looked like him?
That's Christian. Yeah. And the other one ain't his. So you want to leave us alone after they've been around. The ones that been around, leave us alone. Where had your daddy that cell going crazy?
Yeah, that's
ready to get started. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hidden secrets.
Bro, that shit that Reggie said about Brick Baby, man, that's some nasty work right there.
Homie, I sent Reggie the information the other day. That day, I said, go run this through Common Court and see what's happening. He called right up in there to the DAs. He said they say that nigga was never charged with the K or on the state level. That means
they only charge them with the drugs or something, right?
Yeah, then the feds got the phone and the K.
Brick Baby got some answering to do, boy. Brick Baby is bad right now.
I don't even know why he got in the box with me like that. And even like, nigga, the worst thing you could do when you did something is get in the box with me, let me start drilling.
When you called him too, you was like, hold on, but you said you was in Houston.
Yeah. Which one?
You know they put that, or And when you was on academics talking to him on the phone, you know they put that clip together like what he said it on Camp Capone and he was in Houston. But then he said on that academics he was in Atlanta. And then I think on No Jumbo today he said he was in Las Vegas.
The nigga said he had a DA reject and the K was never. He had a DA reject and the K never made it to Compton Court. The feds got the case. So how you got a DA reject on the case? You know the feds got the case. You know the feds got your phone, and you know because you called 600 and told the feds they gonna pick you, they gonna pick him up. And 45 days later they snatched him.
Kristen McDonald-Rivet killed a lot of jobs and gave herself a pay raise. Bunch of BS. Shop Amazon early holiday deals now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you heard, hey, what you think about how he threw Kev Mack under the bus like that when he was talking to 600?
Hey, listen. I don't even know. Look, man, I'm gonna throw this and tell you. Got some bullshit going on. Don't even come on the live with me, man. Me and my people. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Then there's a few niggas on there, they ain't figured out. They gonna figure out. You got Ghost over there standing in the gopher hole, popping his head in and out. He gonna hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. I'ma drill you. Little Sammy gonna probe you. You know, it's bad for niggas, boy. It's bad for niggas.
Hey, Ghost be sneak attacking motherfuckers.
Yeah, that nigga be sitting down there as soon as he pop that head out that GoPro. I'm like, yo, what's up, Ghost? Hey,
y'all see what he did to Snoopy today? What he did that Snoopy shit. That shit was wild.
Bro, I swear to God, the day after the interview came out, on Monday, he texted me. Great interview, great look, the comments positive. And then, nigga, that Wednesday and Thursday, he went in on me. I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with you? He said, well, I blame you for the edits, the clickbait. I don't do no edits, no titles. I don't even allow him to edit the footage. That's rule number one. Whatever said is said. Now, they didn't put the clickbait titles in my name. But then the nigga said, well, the way he was looking at me, nigga, I was sitting next to you looking at you. But his whole ideology about how it's supposed to go, that's why I told him, the streets ain't for you, bro. You gonna get hurt. Stay out of it. How you think?
I told you.
Yeah.
That's the same shit he did, though. What Reggie said about how he was cool and he was like, yo, this is dope. He did that same shit after I did an interview with him. And then he flagged my page and shit after somebody probably was in his ear like, that ain't a good look, bro. This and this and this. He did that same exact shit. I don't know what's wrong. You gotta understand the internet is the internet. You gotta let the internet. It's undefeated.
Half the niggas know. It could be perfect. There's gonna be a group of people find something to say crazy. The craziest part is I get about 100 crank calls a day, every day.
Yeah, I heard one on live today.
I take a call, talking crazy, whoopty whoop, and this, the holy shit is really whack.
But that do help out though when people trying to get their shit off, they'll call you, huh? Out of nowhere.
But that niggas that call me with information that they'll call me like, yo, you know that dude that called you talking crazy and you let us hear him? Like, I'll put a nigga on the Clubhouse. People will hear it and they'll call my phone and give me everything on it. Pictures, locations, IG, everything.
So he basically admitted he be putting niggas on the phone with other niggas recording calls. He's an informant. And yep, CS2 back. Got it.
How the hell this nigga get that from some niggas crank calling my phone?
He been mad at you. This nigga talking about murder for hire, all type of weird shit.
Yeah, we throw him away.
Yeah, he's mad as hell. Call other niggas and had them on the phone with other niggas.
Where do you get our call other niggas?
We heard you say, man.
Yo, Chuck, did he
didn't say the people call him, man. Hey, Money, we just said the people call. He said people prank call. He said he don't change his number.
You speak for another man.
Hey, bro, I'm giving you a rewind real quick. I'm a blogger, so I'm gonna put it in your ear, bro. I'm gonna give you a rewind.
Stand up straight, brother.
Bro, we was just in here talking about